Mango farming is a lucrative and rewarding agricultural venture that offers a range of benefits. Mangoes are not only delicious but are also highly nutritious, rich in vitamins A and C, and provide a great source of dietary fiber. Mango trees are easy to grow and require minimal maintenance, making them an ideal choice for farmers looking to diversify their crops. Mangoes are also in high demand both locally and internationally, providing farmers with a reliable source of income. With the right conditions and techniques, mango farming can be a profitable and sustainable business that offers both economic and environmental benefits. Mango farming is a popular agricultural practice around the world due to the high demand for the fruit. Here is a stepwise guide on mango farming. Site selection. Mango trees thrive in warm, tropical climates with well-draining soil. Choose a location that receives plenty of sunlight and is protected from strong winds. The soil should be rich in nutrients and have good drainage. Varieties. Select the mango variety you want to grow based on its characteristics such as yield, fruit quality, and disease resistance. Some popular varieties include Alfonso, Kent, Tommy Atkins, and Hardane. Propagation. Mango trees can be propagated from seeds or grafted seedlings. Seed propagation can take several years to produce fruit, while grafted seedlings can produce fruit in 2 to 3 years. Planting. Plant the mango trees during the rainy season. Dig a hole that is twice as wide and deep as the root ball. Add compost or organic matter to the hole and mix it with the soil. Place the tree in the hole and backfill with soil, making sure to tamp it down to remove air pockets. Irrigation. Mango trees require regular watering, especially during the first 2 years after planting. Irrigate the trees deeply once a week or as needed during dry spells. Fertilization. Mango trees require regular fertilization to produce healthy fruit. Apply a balanced fertilizer every 3 months, starting 3 months after planting. Pruning. Prune the mango trees during the dry season to remove dead or diseased branches and to shape the tree. Mango trees should be pruned to a height of 4 to 5 meters to allow for easy harvesting. Pest and disease control. Mango trees are susceptible to pests and diseases such as mango fruit flies, anthracnose, and powdery mildew. Use pesticides and fungicides as needed to control pests and diseases.
Mangoes are picked in a hard green, mature state, so they will ripen to an acceptable eating quality and external appearance. At this stage, the fruit is hard and the skin is green apart from the blush. The shape of a mango fruit changes as the fruit matures. The mature fruit on the left is more rounded and oval-shaped as opposed to the egg-shaped immature fruit on the right. As the fruit matures, the nose end of the fruit fills out and is smoother and the beak is less obvious. From left to right on this slide, the fruit goes from immature to mature. The beak of the fruit is much more prominent in the immature fruit on the left than the mature fruit on the right. When these fruit are ripened, the immature fruit stays green, while the more mature fruit will change colour to yellow. It is important to only pick mature fruit, as fruit maturity can have a significant impact on eating quality of mangoes. You need to be particularly careful with the first sap that comes from the mangoes when you pick it. This is called spurt sap. If spurt sap comes in contact with the skin of the mango, it can damage the skin. This is called sap burn. This sap can also burn your skin or skin of other pickers. Sap can continue to ooze from the fruit for several hours, and although this sap isn't as damaging as spurt sap, it can still cause skin browning and reduce the sale price of mangoes. Mangoes are picked in one of 3 ways. The first is with a harvest aid. This is where a team of people pick mangoes and place or gently throw them onto a tarpaulin, either with the stems on or off. There are different types of these machines and you may either pick from the ground or from a platform. Fruit are either snap picked or picked with secateurs or picking sticks. When snap picking, the fruit is grasped at the bottom and then the bottom of the fruit is lifted up, snapping the stem of the fruit before it is put onto the harvest aid. Sap may spurt from the mango when it is picked this way, and it is important that the sap doesn't contact the mango skin, your skin, or the skin of other pickers. To neutralise the sap, a chemical commonly called mango wash is sprayed onto the tarpaulin and over the conveyor that collects the fruit. If the stems are removed, it is important that the fruit is placed onto the tarpaulin within 5 seconds, otherwise the sap will burn the skin. If the stem is still on the fruit must be destemmed either under a spray or in a bath of mango wash. The fruit must be left under the spray or in the bath for 1 minute to protect the fruit from sap burn. A picking stick is used to pick mangoes you can't reach from the ground. It has a set of cutting blades to cut the stem and a set of jaws to hold the stem when it is cut. The jaws of the picking stick must be facing down so the fruit isn't dropped after it is picked. Once on the harvest aid, the fruit flows from the spray or bath along a conveyor and drops into a bulk bin for transport to the packing shed. The second way mangoes are picked is with a hydraulic ladder called a cherry picker. A cherry picker is operated by a single person and moves up and down and inside and around the tree. The fruit is snapped from the tree and placed into a picking bag. Mango wash is sprayed over the fruit to neutralise the sap. When the picking bag is full, it is lowered to the ground and emptied gently into a bulk bin for transport to the packing shed. It is important that all fruit in the bag is covered by mango wash, so do not overfill the bag before emptying.
Moving on from cultivation, the Australian approach to harvesting and packaging is nothing short of mesmerizing, as the country spares no expense in making sure only the best mangoes are plucked and stored in the best of storage facilities. However, how is this done? First up is the harvest itself. Skilled farmers use their experience and knowledge to pick the mangoes at just the right time. They look at the color, feel, and smell of each mango to make sure it's perfectly ripe. Most of the time, farmers pick the mangoes by hand. This gentle method ensures that both the mango and the tree stay in good shape. It also lets them choose only the mangoes that are ready, leaving the others to ripen a bit more on the tree. However, this is not the full picture, as farmers now use nifty mobile apps with smart image recognition. These apps help them know exactly when each mango is ripe for picking. It's like having a digital helper, making sure only the juiciest mangoes get plucked. But that's not the only technological advancement. As in the bigger orchards, machines called mechanical harvesters lend a helping hand. These machines speed up the harvest without being rough on the mangoes or the trees. It's like having a bunch of extra hands without needing more people. But the story doesn't end there. After picking, the mangoes go through a careful process. They're sorted by size, quality, and ripeness, making sure each one looks good and tastes great. However, as for larger orchards, sorting mangoes manually is now a thing of the past, as farmers now use robot eyes to help sort things out. These machines use image recognition to sort mangoes based on size, color, and quality. After sorting the mangoes, they get a thorough cleaning to remove anything they might have picked up during the harvest. Farmers also take a close look and a sniff to check for any issues that might affect the fruit. The final step is packaging. See, mangoes are packed carefully to avoid any bumps or bruises. And because of this, the boxes that carry the mangoes are now super smart too. They have special materials that let air flow, keeping the mangoes fresh during their trip to the store and ensuring nothing happens to them on the way there. In the end, bringing those Aussie mangoes from the tree to your table is like a well-practiced dance. It's a mix of farmer know-how and modern smarts, ensuring that each mango you bite into is a piece of sun-soaked perfection that has been harvested and sent away in the most efficient and cost-effective manner possible. But with so much attention to details, what exactly is the distribution and export of mangoes like? Well, stick around and find out. So what happens to the mangoes after such meticulous harvesting and packaging? Well, after the mangoes are carefully packed for their next adventure, these juicy treasures then make their way to distribution hubs strategically located across the country. During transport, modern logistics play a very pivotal role. Refrigerated trucks, equipped to maintain the ideal temperature, transport the mangoes from distribution hubs to various markets. This step is really a carefully orchestrated dance to ensure that the mangoes remain fresh and delicious during their road trip. And after this dance, it enters the cold chain, which in itself is a critical element in preserving the freshness of the mangoes. In this step, refrigeration storage facilities help maintain a controlled temperature environment that prevents premature ripening and safeguards the quality of the fruit throughout the distribution process. Now, when it comes to distribution, the first stop for many Aussie mangoes is the local markets. Here, they find their way into the hands of eager consumers who appreciate the taste of homegrown sweetness. From bustling farmers' markets to neighborhood grocery stores, Australian mangoes have become a delight for domestic taste buds. In fact, according to Plant Health Australia, approximately 80% of fruit is consumed fresh, 10% is exported, and the remaining fruit is processed.